Yeah, so the main part, applications. So I keep on saying that there are so many applications of UAV currently. So one of the things is like you are seeing in the GIF, it's wind turbine cleaning. So this is just one example, but you can take it for a whole aircraft cleaning or whole aircraft maintenance and all. Okay, so you can just define the flight path. It should be having a sensor where it can detect where the turbine is and it can do its own duty. There is not much of a like you don't need to put so much of so much of coding inside or flight. You don't need to develop so much of flight controller. If you feed in right sensors, right data, right path, you the drone will do its duty. The only thing is you have to check on the endurance, whether endurance is sufficient enough for the whole cleaning purpose for a drone. The second application is remote sensing. So, like currently, drone technology has been used to get high resolution imagery data of remote areas like island, mountain tops, or coastlines. So, basically, UAV technology bridges the gap between the airborne, spaceborne, and ground based remote sensing data. And like it is low cost, and obviously, the main advantage is drone is very lightweight, so it actually supports the quality observation with like high spatial resolution. And also the remote sensing capabilities of UAVs can also support in disease detection, water quality monitoring, drought monitoring, oil leaks, like you name it. There are many advantages. And then geological disaster survey, it can help in that terrain survey, forest mapping, and again crop monitoring in agriculture. So like this can be used for crowdsource mapping, like creation of 3D environment. Like you just send a drone, it will just create a map of the place. These has become a very active part of these cartography technology. And drones are also affordable nowadays, so helps in provide latest data that can fit land planning budget without like relying on outdated mapping sources. So we get real time data, we get what the situation is currently without believing much on the past available data. So that is a very practical advantage of drone technology currently. Yeah, and then like at your places also, you might have seen the line damages, the power line damages, damage which happens during bad weather and all those conditions. So normally a human goes and fix those power lines, but here drone can actually go monitor where the problem has happened. It can provide the data, and then since it is taking the images and all, we on the ground sitting on looking at the images, we can find out where the problem is, what the problem is, and what things need to be done. And if the drone is capable enough, it can actually go and fix all these lines. So that also come along with the technological advancement, like maybe by 2030 we are committing that deadline. uh, yes, and then the other one is UAV assistance on highway. So basically, if certain accident happens, UAV can directly take the location. First of all, it has its own technology. It can detect that accident has happened, so nobody has to come and inform that accident is there. Accident has taken place. It can detect, take the image, send it to ambulance and police, send the data where the accident has happened, basically the latitude and longitude information of the place, and then police and ambulance can quickly respond, come to the place and help the needy guy. But for that, surveillance needs to be taken place. So maybe for the beginning, we can actually start surveillance in the areas where, uh, which are like accident prone areas. Here we can particularly surveillance in that area. If something happens, just inform it, and the obviously things will be much faster to go around. Yeah, we are talking about surveillance, and that is one of the like biggest thing which we have achieved using drones. So many countries are doing it for military missions and all. And UAV can provide these services by sensing an automatic alert with minimal manual efforts. So there is no human intervention needed. UAV can sense it and then surveillance it, send out the data to ground control station, and the person sitting there can actually verify and check with whether there is any problem or not. So like in the border, we see India Pak border and all. people have so basically in they are in the extreme condition in Ladakh, and also our soldiers has to come out and check whether there is some activity happening. But now they do not need to come out in the harsh environment during the cold night. Drone can do their works, and drone is actually sending them the data. And if it is more advanced, it is actually giving a signal if certain activities are happening. So for military use, this will be a like very big application. And yes, disaster management like terrorist attacks, tsunami, floods, or they are like if there is some delivery, we need to deliver some food items and all in these areas where human can actually not go. UAV can go and um, it can deliver whatever is needed. So help out the people. And search and rescue, yes. So it by using that we can actually save a lot of manpower and resources. So like you might have heard in the Himalaya region and all, after death zone there are so many people, and then during the avalanche also, like if avalanche comes in, nobody knows where are the people and all. It's very difficult to even find out the bodies. So drone can actually go to that area if it has the capability to fly to that particular altitude, can go and actually detect where the person is, rather than a person going and searching for the people. Drone can go detect it, send out the location, then the team can come in, pitch in, and then do whatever is needed the next. So yeah, in the search and rescue mission, drone can be useful. And again, construction and infrastructure inspection. So if there are certain buildings which are under construction, so drone can go and monitor all those building, and it can actually contribute from start to finish and send out the quality progress report. We can just train the drone that you have to check these things, and if there is some anomaly, just contact us, send us an alarm. So it will actually go inspect, and if there is some anomaly, it will do the same thing, it will send us the alarm. So basically we are making that quality is also not compromised using drone. So we'll make sure that quality is good, the construction is good, construction is going as expected. And yeah, it is providing all the imagery, videos, 3D mapping, all those things. And then agriculture. So agriculture has a very big use case. So first thing is collecting data from ground sensors. By collecting data, we can actually find out how is the water quality, and then different soil properties, moisture, and all those things. So here we are just showing that a drone went and collected all the data, and then uh, after understanding it, it found out that this particular land area is not good for the good for this crops. So and then these are the areas where we will get the maximum benefits. So we can actually use this information and only for one particular, only use these areas rather than going into these particular areas. Okay, so it is basically enhancing profitability and productivity in farming systems. And yes, one more application is automated forest restoration. We keep hearing about it. So basically, drones can go and capture all these forest areas, and it can divide it. Like here, there are different labels, so it can label it in different domains. And so basically, it can suggest what restoration needs to be done where. So the process can be pretty fast. So it can actually monitor the climate, ecosystem composition, and like functions of forest and all those things. And since the cameras will be high resolution, it can take in zoom in photos, which will be very easy to analyze by the experts. So they can analyze it, and then they can work way faster than they used to work for forest restoration. So these are some of the applications. Obviously, I cannot cover all of these because there are many, as I keep on saying, like drones are the future. Like I have just touched upon one particular domain, but other than that, you can find out many applications of it, and even you can make your own application and start developing something out of it.